Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Two-Way Street Coffee House.
Hello.
Hello, my name is Jennifer, and I'm so excited that you're here tonight to share in the great tradition that is music in this room. There's been live music in this room every Friday night for over 53 years. So thanks for coming out and keeping that tradition alive. We had a performer named Mike Green scheduled to perform tonight, but unfortunately he became ill, and then Jonas agreed.
Yay, Jonas.
Yeah. We love Jonas. He's one of our very favorite performers here. He's a fixture in the local Chicago music scene, and he is a fixture over at Old Town School of Folk Music. So we are so excited to have him here tonight, and we thank him for being so accommodating and very last minute. But we're thrilled to have him. So welcome, Jonas.
Thank you.
Take it away.
Thanks for having me, everybody. It's nice to see you all. I gotta be honest. Judging by how many people are other places in this town, I wasn't sure there would be anybody here. I got real excited because I saw all the people on the streets. I was like, this is my night. This is when it all happens for me. And then I saw the football stadium. I was like, oh, that makes more sense. That makes a lot more sense. And then I saw, well, yeah. And then I was like, well, Two-Way Street's really up their game. Built themselves a stadium. All right. We'll start you off with the good old Mississippi John Hurt tune. Sounds a little bit like this. All in the air, can't stay here no longer. I got no steamship fare. When my earthly trials are over, put my body in the sea. Won't you save on the undertaker's bills that the mermaids flirt with me? Hey, save on the undertaker's bills. Do not work for pleasure, peace I'll see no more. The only reason I work at all is to drive the blues from my door. When my earthly trials are over, put my body in the sea. Won't you save on the undertaker's bills that the mermaids flirt with me? Oh, save on the undertaker's bills. Hey, sweetheart I cannot find. The only thing I call my own is a worried and a troubled mind. When my earthly trials are over, put my body in the sea. Won't you save on the undertaker's bills that the mermaids flirt with me? Ooh, save on the undertaker's bills. My darling has to say goodbye. If I want to see her face again, I gotta swim across the sea. When my earthly trials are over, my body in the sea. Won't you save on the undertaker's bills that the mermaids flirt with me? Whoa, the undertaker's bills. All in the air, can't stay here no longer. I got no steamship fare. When my earthly trials are over, put my body in the sea. Won't you save on the undertaker's bills that the mermaids flirt with me? Whoa, save on the undertaker's bills. Mississippi John Hurt tune. Maybe I'll just keep this thing in my hands and I'll do another classic blues man tune, if that's all right by you. I recently got invited to participate in a tribute to Robert Johnson on his birthday. That was some months ago now at this point. But I worked up a Robert Johnson tune for that event, or three. And what was the concept behind the show was to play every single Robert Johnson tune that had been recorded, because there is only, I'm going to say the wrong number, but I'm pretty sure it's 29. It's a 20, something like that, upper 20s. And so that got split up amongst maybe 9 of us or so, and we all picked a few and had ourselves a good old time at the Montrose Saloon, if you've ever hung out there. But you look like nice people, so probably.
You never touch alcohol.
Probably not. Yeah. Well, you know, it's not the alcohol even that makes that place. No, I'm teasing. I know I'm on live stream now. I got to be careful. I love the Montrose Saloon. It's just the dive that you want it to be. That's why it's so great. It's the kind of place that lets you come and play Robert Johnson tunes all night long. We need those places. That's what I like about it, right? Go in for $5 and hear 3 good bands. That's great. All right, called Stones on My Passway. Stones in my pathway, my road is dark as night. I got stones in the pathway, my road is dark as night. I got this pain in my heart, and it's taking my appetite. I got a bird that whistles, and I got a bird that sings. I got a bird that whistles, and I got a bird that sings. I got this woman I've been loving, oh, she don't mean a thing. Well, my enemies have betrayed me. They take poor Bob at last. My enemies have betrayed me. They take poor Bob at last. Well, one thing's for certain, got stones all in my past. Well, they're trying to take my life, my loving too. They stones in my pathway. What am I supposed to do? I'm crying, please. Let us be friends. You hear me howling the pathway, rider? Open up and let me in. I got 3 lanes of truck on. Oh, please don't block my road. 3-lane struck on. Well, please don't block my road. You hear me out in the passway, rider. Oh, I'm packed and I've got to go. Yeah, little Robert Johnson. Thank you. I don't think Robert ever played one of these. I don't know. There's no pictures of him playing one of those. It's funny, you know, what there's a picture of him playing one of those Gibsons just like that. Maybe I'll pick that up. Never occurred to me to play that song on the actual instrument he recorded it on. Let's see. Well, I had a request. I might as well do it, right?
All right.
Yeah, why not? That's what I like about this. The impromptu shows, you get to come in hot. Like, what do you guys want to hear? I got Itsy Bitsy Spider. I don't do show tunes just because they're too hard. This is a song the last time I played here, which I don't remember when was that, Joe?
October.
Oh, October. So almost a year, we'll count that, right? Or do you mean next October? The last time I played here was the future? Alright. Let's see what this does. Samson was a lover, though he killed 1,000 men. Sweet as any honey pulled from a lion's head. Hard as any jawbone, but when it came to a woman's bed, Samson was a lover. This is what he said. What would I do for love? What would I do for love? Would I do what I have to, like everybody does? What would I do for love? Samson was a fox catcher and a fire starter too. He struck his match at the Philistines, he laid them in their tombs. But the fire in his heart did his own mind consume, and I can feel that heat, darling, when I'm next to you. Delilah had linen and leather in her room, and White filled the bottle which once held perfume. She smelled just like the evening in the afternoon, and as she dressed herself she sang this little tune. What did I do for love? What did I do for love? Did I do what I have to, like everybody does? What did I do for love? And Samson was a lover that made his mind forget, until he heard the sound of silver as she asked for his secret, and he lied like a schoolboy. To the last he did relent. Samson had a lover, took a razor to his head. Samson was a lover, and love was famous blind. Though they took his body prisoner, was Delilah ruled his mind. And you might call him a martyr, you might say suicide. but Samson was a lover. Like a lover cried, what would I do for love? What would I do for love? Would I stand between the pillars, give them both a shove? What would I do for love? Now I heard this story 1,000 times, and still I look at you. I wrap the question round my wrist, baby, what would I do? If you ask me for my secrets, I tell you, darling, true. Samson was a lover, and I'd be the same for you. Samson was a lover, and I'd be the same for you. Samson was a lover. Thank you. Thank you for the request. Let's see. All right. That's off a record called "The Last Place to Go." And when I say record, I mean record. I got big ones. I got the big round ones here with me. Another tune that is on one of the big round records is this guy here. Somebody asked me what this song was about. They said they liked it, and they asked me how it came about. And
I was my CD still.
I wrote this maybe the day is ambitious, the week or month after our administration normalized relations with the government of Cuba. You know, typical love song kind of stuff.
What year was that?
It was in Obama's first administration.
Yeah.
So I'm not good with years.
Yeah.
Or many things, really. But I get to the gigs on time, kind of.
And you know the words to the songs.
Well, let's not. We've only got 3 songs in. We're not making any judgment calls, but if I can remember this one, then that'll be 4. That's good. All right. We were Cold War babies. We loved us a good newsreel. We check the NASDAQ market when we want to know how we feel. I used to wear my Air Jordans like they were my Sunday shoes. Your daddy looked like a Tom Brokaw baby. My mama sang the Sunday news. She sang, life's been different since we dropped the bomb, and we treat each other like it's Vietnam now. Who cares what side you're on? When you gotta get away, you gotta get up. I'm headed down to Cuba, baby, flying out of JFK. All the Star Wars babies, when they wanted, they can use the Force. They grew up too lazy to finalize their own divorce. I got 40 years of debt, 4 years of liberal arts. I got an iceberg of regret, baby, a Titanic to Noah's Ark, and I'm singing, life's been different since we dropped the bomb. We treat each other like it's Vietnam now. Who cares what side you're on? When you gotta get away, you gotta get up. I'm headed down to Cuba, baby, flying out of JFK. Alright, okay. I'm headed down to Cuba, baby, flying out of JFK. So if you want my money, honey, here, you can have it all. Call it a souvenir, baby, a piece of the Berlin Wall. And I ain't a sympathizer, but I reckon I can reconcile. Maybe we can too, baby. Maybe we should wait a while. 'Cause life's been different since we dropped the bomb, and we treat each other like it's Vietnam now. Who cares what side you're on when you gotta get away? You gotta get it. I'm headed down to Cuba, baby, flying out of JFK. Oh, I'm headed down to Cuba, baby, flying out of JFK. Alright, okay. I'm headed down to Cuba, flying out of JFK. I'm headed down to Cuba, flying out of JFK. And I'm headed down to Cuba, baby. Hey, that's alright. That's alright. Why, thank you. The thing about a guitar this old is it doesn't hold tune quite the way I'm going to say that it used to. I don't know. I didn't have it when it was out. It's a 1935 Gibson L00. If you've ever seen that picture of Robert Johnson, that is, I do believe, the guitar he's holding. That famous picture it is. We got guitar players in the crowd, surely. Yeah. Yeah, they're hanging in the back, and then they're up front, and they're everywhere.
Are you looking to give that one away? Is that why?
I'll tell you what, if I'm looking to pay somebody a fair amount of money to make sure that it stays in shape. You know, that's the thing about vintage guitars. They're expensive when you buy them, and they continue to be expensive as you own them. I'm sure that's vintage anything, right? I've not been to cars, but I gotta imagine that's what a car is like.
They keep following you.
They keep following you home. Joel's got a bunch of vintage guitars that just happen to hop in his car. Let's see. I'm gonna try one I haven't done in a while. If that's all right. I live in the city-ish. Live in Lincoln Square. Guess that counts. When you're from somewhere else and you move to a city, like I'm sure many of you have experienced something like this. People who are visiting the city, you know, when you're first there, you know, you get a lot of visitors who may be stopping in or popping in on a little conference or something of the sort. They got business, they got a layover or something, so maybe they'll come hang out with you. It's just not always the person you want. It's been a long time since I've seen a clock on the wall, and I certainly never expected your call. But it's just like you to stop by after all of this time. The food's pretty good at the corner cafe, but you're picking like you've something you want to say. If you could, would you please get it out of the way before the check arrives? 'Cause time makes nothing better, it seems. Your heart ticks away like an adding machine, and it's gotten so high I could never get it clean. Say you never will. No, you never did. Forgive me. I'm fine, thanks for asking. How about you? Are you here for a conference or just passing through? Yes, the city is nice and there's so much to do. You should probably get going. But you reach for a picture like you're pulling a gun. Here's my kids, where's yours? Oh, you didn't have none. Well, the smoke's in the air, oh, clearly you've won. Are you happy now? 'Cause time makes nothing better, it seems. Your heart takes away like an adding machine. And it's gotten so high I could never get clean. No, you never did. Oh, you never did. Forgive me. Well, I reached for the check out of habit, I guess. I clear my throat and I wish you the best. And I head for the door just like the last time I left you, smiling and free. 'Cause time makes nothing, well, better it seems. Your heart ticks away like an adding machine. And it's gotten so high I could never get clean. No, you never did. Oh, you never did. No, you never did. No, you never did. Oh, you never did. Forgive me. Thank you. Makes you nervous when you know there's video evidence of you talking about people. Now I've got Montrose Saloon and exes mad at me. Hey, banjo. So, sounds pretty good.
Was there an advantage to fretless?
Only disadvantages. It's like those people who insist on running barefoot. Sorry, that was a legitimate question.
And a legitimate answer.
Yeah, so I do get a lot of questions about this banjo, which I like that. I like talking about my banjo almost as much as playing it. If you've ever met a banjo player, you know that's a common affliction. But yeah, it's fretless. It's also well, it's not gut stringed anymore. But originally, this kind of banjo would have been strung with gut strings, and fretless, I think, certainly more closely emulates the ancestral instruments of the banjo that come over from Africa. Those weren't fretted. Often, actually, I think many of them had fingerboards. The sticks themselves, the necks themselves, the strings would have cleared them by a good amount, and so they were played by kind of fingering them above the fretboard. So the frets were a later addition. The gut strings are low tuned, so you might notice that this one's pretty thumpy and low compared to what you're used to, a banjo doing. It's nice. It's a very different sound, which is good for my marriage. And I think if you've ever met the wife of a bluegrass banjo player, then you'll have to let me know, because I've never seen one. I tease, I love the bluegrass banjo, but this is my favorite one to play. And I'm popping it right now into a tuning called Little Birdie Tuning, and I'm going to play a tune called Little Birdie. This actually just released a recording of this very song today. I don't know what that means anymore, but think it means it's in. I think it means it's on the internet. In fact, we could probably just pull out our phones and listen to it rather than have me play it for you.
Got some funny tunes about that later.
I mean, really, the only reason to listen to me is to hope that I make a mistake. So I have something to talk about, right?
What do you mean when?
When I make a mistake. Thanks, Chris. That's what I was looking for. You got your wish.
Glad I could help.
A real pal. Little birdie, what makes you sing your song? I've a short time to stay here and a long time to be gone. Rather be in some dark holler where the sun don't ever shine than to know you love another and your heart will no longer be mine. Little birdie, what makes you fly so high? Well, my love has gone away, sir, and I'll meet her in the sky. I'll meet her in the sky. Thank you very much. See all that fuss for one tune.
So what about the tune makes you change things to make it work?
Yeah, that's a great question. Banjos are famous for being tuned over and over again, and some of the reason I think why is maybe because originally they were mostly fretless, and so it wasn't maybe quite as easy to catch all the notes you wanted. But another reason is when you're playing old-timey fiddle tunes, which is what clawhammer banjo was used for a lot of times to help with barn dances and things. You're trying to keep up with the fiddles, and to move fast that requires sometimes a lot of use of open strings. And so maybe rather than doing all that work of moving your pinky, somebody figured out you could just turn a little knob and you didn't have to. If you do it just right, you can actually play entire tunes while still holding a beer in your hand. You don't have to use your left hand at all, which is a pretty neat little trick.
You're working on that?
That's college tricks. That's not grown man tricks. Let me check something real here. I gotta see if I got something. If I don't, I might have to move this next tune to the next set. Next set it is.
The back.
Let's do this. You guys are probably interested in what a different banjo sounds like. Oh, that's what I did. That's what I was looking for. Sorry, Robert. This banjo is made by the same person as the other banjo, Mr. Chuck Lee. So if you're bored while I tune, you can look up a picture of Chuck Lee. He's a banjo builder and then a professional Santa Claus. And now some of you think I might be kidding, and so I'm just waiting to see who Googles him up. Chuck Lee banjos.
Is that so you can tell your wife that Santa gave it to you?
Santa gave me my banjo, yeah. This didn't cost nothing. That's a little Last Chance Blues. That's a little Last Chance Blues on the old banjo. And I reckon I got to make an announcement that this is my, you wanted me to, one or two?
Whatever you, just so long as I know.
Just so long as you know. How many?
Yeah.
This will
So
be
my cue.
this will be
and
one.
Focus.
Yes. This is the last tune of the first set.
Okay.
The because I need that thing that I can't find for almost everything else.
Did you bring your kazoo in?
Shh, don't give it away.
It was in the car last time.
Oh, did I leave it last time?
No, you got it. You got it. You
I
brought
had
it
to go.
in.
I had to go back to the car.
Yeah,
Hey guys, this is a professional act.
yeah. Anna filled in for you.
Oh no, don't tell Anna. I bet Anna's watching. She's not watching this.
Yeah.
She couldn't care less.
She told us about jug bands.
Oh yeah. Well, that's why I can't do any of my jug band tunes without a kazoo. If you guys know anything about jug bands, it's kind of a necessary thing to do. How about I do this one here? I did this. I'm gonna do this. Will be my last one for this first set. Let's see if this thing still works. Did this tune last night. I host a regular gathering in Lincoln Square on Thursday nights. It's a big open jam. It's a jam circle. We play a lot of old time tunes, early songs, and we have little local showcases for people to play for us before that happens.
Is that at the Old Town School?
It's not at the Old Town School. No, it's at Borelli's Pizza on Lawrence. A nice family pizza joint, little stage, and a whole bunch of chairs. A lot of room for people to be kind of rowdy. It's my favorite. Anybody here been to it?
Not yet.
There we go. Yeah, next. Yeah, I'll tell you all about it. Yeah, you should come up. It's worth a trip. I don't. Yeah, right? Chris vouches. Chris comes in from quite far away. This is not a jug band tune, but this is a song that I wrote for the record called the Jug Band Happy Hour, so we're gonna let it substitute. All the world's a teardrop in an iron pan. Through the window where I stop and chase your name with my hand. Hey, hey, hey. I saw ashtrays and pieces scattered like stars, dreams freezing with the water on Mars, and it's hey, hey, hey. Do you even notice me? Do you even care? I've been living here on the other side of a prayer. I thought leaving would make you miss me. Now I'm not so sure. I thought leaving would make you miss me. I just miss you more. A man talks to his whiskey when he's all alone. He argues with the ice cubes till they're all gone. Hey, hey, hey. Where'd you go? He sees ruby red slippers looking for feet, questions and answers looking to meet, and it's hey, hey, hey. Do you even notice me? Do you even care? I've been living here on the other side of the prayer. I thought leaving would make you miss me, and now I'm not so sure. I thought leaving leaving would make you miss me, and I just miss you more. Why do I take things too far? Every time I shoot the moon, I end up busted on a star. I thought leaving would make you miss me. Now I'm not so sure. I thought leaving would make you miss me, and I just miss you. Why don't you miss me? I just miss you more. Thanks, everybody. Let's take a little break here.
Thank you so much, Jonas. I'm so glad that you were free to come tonight. We're all so very lucky. So we're going to take about a 15-minute break. The bathrooms are down the hall and on the left. And Jonas, as he mentioned, brought some merch. So I'm going to flip the merch light on, and please go check all this stuff out, because right now it's in the dark. And you can refill your drinks and your snacks, and we'll see you back here in about 15 minutes.
Would you like another one?
Nope, I'm good.
I'm gonna get the restroom. I'll be back.
This is Tuesday. Are you? Sarah said you were down in Carolina, right? You've got a place in North Carolina? Where in North Carolina are you? I always liked going to Mars Hill. That was a great music week. I've been wanting to know more often. And then my son and my brother both live in Charlotte. So kind of familiar with Charlotte. That both my son and my brother moved. My brother went down to South Carolina before. My son went to Cleveland. Just last year he went to Florida. So, and he still has a place in South Carolina. You know where Lake Murray is? West of Columbia. My brother is there. So, that's probably about 3 hours from the beach house. Yeah, I do too. I look forward to July and August. The rest of the year, the weather is great. Yes, so the weather's going to be good. Yeah. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I had considered getting up near, what is it, Spartanburg, Greensburg?
Yes, the answer to the question is yes.
So, I was out at the Fox Valley Folk Festival, as you recall, when you were up at the lake. And, so, I camped out in one of the, what they call workshops. some of his own stuff, and he performs a lot of traditional stuff. So anyway, he was doing, I think, one of his own, or whatever, and so he got to the last verse and couldn't remember. And so he said, will someone look it up on the internet, Mark DeVore. And one of the other musicians up on the stage did just that. They finished the tune. Yeah, he sort of riffed a bit.
Yeah.
While
they
yeah.
brought it up on the prompter.
Yeah. Well, actually, just on the phone.
That's what I mean.
It was pretty funny. Well, what's fascinating to me is how skilled and self-assured so many of these musicians are. When they don't start off in the right key, or they're not happy with the tuning, or whatever else, they just fix it and go on about their business.
Part of the presentation.
Yeah, one of the funniest ones, this goes back a year ago, and so one of the guys is tuning his guitar, and he says, well, that's good enough for vocals. Yeah, but I thought that was a funny line.
It was a much better winter.
Yeah, well, you can see how, if you're this close, you can really see the finger work. And you probably notice he's not, yeah, he's strictly picking, not strumming, which I particularly enjoy. I mean, obviously, certain tunes are best strummed.
Which is amazing, because I've seen it
It's
in
particularly fun to
Charlotte,
watch it
where
fix.
it snows in February,
And that one
shuts
tune he was
everything
playing,
down
I mean,
half an
I
inch.
don't know how it is, their fingers move so fast.
Yes,
Well, I played when I was
funny.
in school for a time.
We went,
I played the clarinet
my
and
brother
banjo.
goes to daily mass.
I still have it. But
Down in Charlotte, we went,
and
it snowed and we went to mass and Grace scolded everybody for coming to mass.
I have a niece who is, I think, still angling for a new position, but who is an oboist. And yeah, and although she now is, she's gone from one organization to the other in terms of
I was at Fripp
the head,
Island on New Year's
not the
Day.
director, but like the head.
Saw a little tiny
Not the
flake
concert
that
master, but
probably melted before they hit the
what do we call
ground.
the top
They
administrative
were
person?
down there
Anyway,
apologizing.
she had a tough time. She's been a number of years in HO in the Philadelphia Symphony, which you may remember went broke. Yeah, anyway, it was a terrible time when they were dealing with all the musicians, telling them they weren't going to make as much money.
One day when it's 33 degrees, tiny little flakes of white coming
Or
out.
they,
Not going broke, but, filling the hall and trying to
Good to
get
see.
a variety, enough variety of music so that
So,
fill
hi.
the seats
of course.
and trying to get donate and
Yeah, it'd be interesting to know what percentage would you guess of their operating expenses are covered by contributions?
but, happiness of children, right? We started buying our tickets in 91,
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
something like that.
Long time.
We went to symphony Friday night series for years and years. I still enjoy it. Yeah. I'd say we'll have to go to one of the concerts.
Yeah, I like classical as well. I mean, there's some things that I don't grasp, when they get a little bit,
But that's true
Well,
of every, well, that's true of everything.
yeah.
I have not fun.
Not what?
Not fun.
Oh, yeah.
Whiny stuff.
Oh. I think as I told you, folk music would be number one, classical and bluegrass would be sort of tied for number two.
And I was going on like folk music.
Yeah.
And Adele, music, I like ballads and Elton John, I like Elton John.
Yeah. So did you only listen to, I'm not mispronouncing it, but Gymnopedia? Remember I sent you those links? You listened to Guido Toccata.
Yes, I listened to
You listened to
that.
that, but you didn't ever say anything about whether you listened to the other two, the other one.
Well, I think I tried to listen to the other one, but
Would you like it?
Oh,
This is special.
thank you very much.
yeah, thanks.
Looks like the
Um,
German elephant is so
yeah.
cute.
But yeah, I listened to just a little bit of other things I saw. But that one is my go-to in terms of. It's usually played with piano, sometimes harpsichord, sometimes other
I
music.
think it's just like a 2 hour long one.
Well, I
It
think
said 2 hours, I think that's what happened, I didn't have 2 hours.
2 hours intimidated you.
Well, it was 10 o'clock at night.
I thought you were a late night person.
Well, I am, but I'm not sitting there listening to music.
Oh. Yeah, I think I told you I've been listening to way too much YouTube stuff. My excuse is the whole thing with politics is just kind of blown up for some time. And then of course there's the Ukraine conflict that I've been trying to follow, praying that they will get through this. And then some other stuff.
I watched it on TV, and I watched, a lot of that, Christian Amanpour, and, a lot of that MSNBC stuff, until I just realized that I can't just change it, and so then I turned it off.
Yeah, one of the things I've gotten such a kick out of, as I said, I think a little bit earlier this evening, and how there's this pile effect. It's like a bunch of football players, and the quarterback is down, and everybody's climbing on top of him in terms of the bad performance of Trump. It's been so funny to hear everybody, and the funny thing is that I've been watching some of the same clips over and over again about him. He's talking about the dogs and the cats.
That gets repeated.
He's still doing it on
I
the.
know, he did it yesterday at this rally, and I think, absolutely crazy, don't you ever think anything else to say?
Well, I mean, I revel that he's repeating that. It just will show some people on the margin. This guy has gone rocket.
I hope they connect the dots on that, because it sounds like such a stupid thing to say. And everybody has repeated that never happened, that it, and he said, well, I heard it on TV. How stupid are you? Have you heard it on TV or not?
Well, I think that's a little bit. Did you ever? No. So you'll have to forgive me. I used to watch when Emily was maybe in junior high. I watched The Simpsons with her, and one of the funniest lines out of Homer was, "It's a damn lie and you know it." So anyway, the whole thing was a damn lie. But in any event, it may have started with J.D. Vance. Oh, you got that same thing. Okay.
Yeah, because he said it long before the debate. He got a lot of negative, and they refuted him with that photograph instead of nipping it in the bud. At that point, after he said it, and they got all the negative, then Ford repeated it, and now he's repeated it. It's like you can't roll those in string out.
It's easier if you don't care about the form. I mean, the guy has no reverence for the form. I mean, yeah, one of my favorite lines is about confirmation bias. And confirmation bias, of course, is I think a very strong discard, as you may know, what doesn't fit in their model. And, but I have confirmation bias, and that is, I don't believe a darn thing that Trump says. It's either a blatant lie, or it's grossly exaggerated or something.
All right, everybody, we're going to get started again, but before we do, I have a whole bunch of great things to tell you about that's happening. Tomorrow, Gina Forsyth is going to be at St. Tim's. That starts at 7. Also, at Acoustic Renaissance, the Tannehill Weavers will be performing. Pardon my use of your table. And then Sunday at Maple Street, Sage Christie and Heather Steika are doing a co-bill. Also very fantastic. That is at 3 p.m. And the Chancey Brothers are at the Irish American Heritage Center. What time? 1 p.m. All right. Next week, we have Jamie Anderson. She'll be here. And also, the church is having a garage sale. And they have told us that any person who comes, they can come a little bit early, the 2A Street crowd, and get a little preview. Is that right, Joel? Yeah. So you can go peruse all of the items before other people. So that's exciting. So come early to check that out. The week after that, we have Kate McLeod on the 27th. So you won't want to miss that. There is a barn dance on Saturday, the 28th. So put it on your calendars. All right, for right now, we have Jonas. He's going to do another set.
Thanks, Jennifer. All out on the old railroad, all out on the sea. All out on the old railroad as far as I can see. Swing and turn, jubilee, live and learn, jubilee. If I had no horse at all, I'd be found a-crawling up and down a lonely road looking for my darling. Swing and turn, jubilee, live and learn, jubilee. Well, the river's lined with white oak tree, the river runs with brandy. Boys as pure as a lump of gold, and girls as sweet as candy. Swing and turn, jubilee, live and learn, jubilee. Swing and turn, Jubilee, live and learn, Jubilee. Swing and turn, Jubilee, live and learn. Thank you. That's nice. Thanks so much for sticking around. Most of you still here. Take attendance. Gotta know. We need numbers. And truly though, for all the joking, it is folks like you coming out really is what helps folks like me do the thing that we love to do. And it's these spots where people are fostering communities of folks such as yourselves is really, really important. These rooms are very important to keep cooking. And this one's been going for a while, right? How long now? 53 years. Whew. Speaking of years, it's Betsy's birthday, right? It's your birthday? Hey, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Betsy. Happy birthday to you. Thanks for coming here. Look at that. I think that calls for a song with a kazoo in it, right? Let's do it. Right? No, all the suspense has been absolutely killing us. We'll do this one about we'll do a barbecue song here for you. We like barbecue. Last time I was here, I'm sure I talked about it probably for like 20 minutes or so. So my favorite things to do is
Were you tuning?
I was tuning. What's similar between tuning and barbecue is like you spend a really long time doing it and then it's never quite right? Yeah, it's always a little bit. I do that pulled pork barbecue from North Carolina. That's my go-to.
The 220 would just be about your brisket, wouldn't it?
Yeah, 225. 225 is where I keep the smoker. I don't know. I don't have time for a 220 smoke. All right. Let's get a little game going. Let's see how that sounds. I think that's going to sound just fine. All right, yeah, this has got my recipe in it. If you like barbecue, then this song will help you out. You set the smoker to 225. You salt the pork shoulder overnight. You rub in the cayenne, the mustard, and the pepper. Pull out your folding chair, sit there forever. 'Cause there's one thing I know how to do. I make a pulled pork barbecue and I sit in the smoke. I watch the world go up in flames, up in flames. And some people gonna give up the ghost. Some visualize what they want the most, while some see Jesus in a piece of toast when times get hard. I ain't no chicken, don't know he's dead, playing kickball with his own head. I'm iced tea, babe, I'm Wonder Bread. I keep it cool in my backyard, 'cause there's one thing I know how to do. What's that? I make a pulled pork barbecue and I sit in the smoke. I watch the world go up in flames. Ooh, yeah. You keep it low, real low. You make it slow, so slow. Ah, ooh, ah, ooh, yeah. 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wrong end. Everybody wants to be the boss. Everybody got the special sauce. You got somewhere to be, baby, that's your loss. All I want is my time. All I want is my time. It's mine, mine, mine. All I want is my time. It's mine. All right, people of Downers Grove, Illinois. If you want your time, you gotta ask for it. You gotta say it like this. You gotta say it. All I want is my time. It's mine, mine, mine. All I want is my time. Mine, mine, mine. All I want is my time. Mine, mine, mine. All I want is my time. Yeah, there's one thing I'm gonna do with it. I make a pulled pork barbecue with the shit and the smoke. I watch the world go up in flames. Yeah, up in flames. Up in flames. Up and bump. All right. Worth it. Unbelievable nonsense. Oh, somebody mentioned this tune. They called it the airport tune, which it took me a while to figure out. I thought it was the other airport tune. I have two airport tunes, turns out. But I'll see if I can do this one, because I haven't thought about it. Sounds like this, I think. Eileen stands in the kitchen, cleaning her glass at the sink. She stares at the airfield, through the airfield. The reason her rent is so cheap, it's why all her spoons are rattling all of the time. Her spoons are rattling, the spoons are rattling. Eileen went to Italy when she was in school, and her hair was so long, all the boys told her so. She saw the Pope at St. Peter's, just like a bear in the woods. You ought to seen him, that Colosseum. Oh, the Italian ice cream with tiny little spoons, rattling all of the time. All the spoons were rattling, the spoons were rattling. Get your dust off the passport, get your planes off the asphalt. Fly me away under the moon. Leave behind all the rattling spoons. I'll get my dust off my passport, get your planes off the asphalt, and fly me away under the moon. Leave behind the rattling spoons, rattling all the time. The spoons are rattling, the spoons are rattling. Thank you. Airport song. Found out that I'm in the room with another Chuck Lee banjo owner. That's a hard. That doesn't happen too often. In fact, I mean, what's the serial number on this one? 621, and that was one of his laters. There's not that many people in the world who can claim to own a Chuck Lee banjo, a Santa Claus banjo. Did anybody look him up? What did you see?
He's dead.
No.
There was an obituary, I think.
No.
Yeah.
This is the worst show ever.
I'm sorry. I thought you would have known.
We gotta talk afterwards.
Well,
We're just gonna say that's not true for now.
let me look, maybe.
No, let's just not look. Let's look later. Let's look later. We'll leave that alone.
Be careful what you ask for.
I know, my goodness. All right. Well, good job, Jonas.
Classic line.
I'm gonna do. Well, yeah. Or you're not from North Carolina, but you go there. You go there near Spruce Pine.
Yeah.
Not. I won't tell anybody exactly where, just in case. You don't want visitors showing up.
Probably a different Chuck Lee.
North Carolina is where I'm from originally, and I bring it up because I learned this next tune from listening to Doc Watson's tapes on repeat when I was quite young. If you've ever had the pleasure of seeing Doc Watson play, it's pretty special. It's a tune called Shady Grove. I went to see a little Shady Grove. She's standing in the door with her shoes and stockings in her hands. Little bare feet on the floor, Shady Grove. My own love, Shady Grove, my darling Shady Grove. Going back to Harlan. Peaches in the summertime and apples in the fall. If I can't have what I love, I won't have none at all. Shady Grove, my little love in Shady Grove, I say, bound to go away. I wish I had a big white horse in the corn to feed him on, and I wish I had a little Shady Grove, even when I'm gone. Shady Grove, my little love in Shady Grove, my darling Shady Grove. Well, when I was a little boy, I wanted a Barlow knife. Now I want a little Shady Grove to say she'll be my wife. Shady Grove, my own love, Shady Grove, I know. Shady Grove, bound for the Shady Grove. I went to see little Shady Grove. She's standing in the door with her shoes and stockings in her hands. Little bare feet on the floor, Shady Grove, my own love, Shady Grove, my darling Shady Grove. I went to see little Shady Grove. She's standing in the door with her shoes and stockings in her hands. Little bare feet on the floor, Shady Grove, my own love, Shady Grove, my darling Shady Grove. I went to see little Shady Grove. She's standing in the door with her shoes and stockings in her hands. got to see Doc Watson at Merle Fest. If you're ever looking for a good festival to go to, that's a good one. He was on the big stage, but I got real lucky. I went looking for an indoor bathroom because you know how festivals are. And it happens on a college campus. And it just so happened I was walking past the college cafeteria and he was doing a little impromptu set there, and it was just like 60 people. I got to go in and get right up front and catch him. That was pretty great. I need to stop making a habit of talking about people who are better players than me during my set. Of course, I don't like to disparage people, so I don't know what to talk about. I can't talk about no bums. It's dangerous to talk about your banjos. Let's see. We'll try this one. Once the water was above us, once the water was the sky, held up on a hard horizon, baffled, beautiful and high. There was no word for trouble, there was no word for pain. Rock my baby in the cradle, there was no word for rain. I remember when the water, hush baby don't you cry. I remember when the water was the sky. When we crawled out of the ocean, rose up from the petri dish, we felt naked and ashamed and named the stars and made a wish. I built a tower, I built a rocket, rose up on a child's balloon, saw the ancient levee locks, saw a seabed on the moon and cried. I remember when the water, hush baby don't you cry. I remember when the water was the sky. And trapped like cats in limbs of starlight, feeling lonesome and aloof, eyes with understanding, gazing at the hole knocked in our roof. We have caused you lots of trouble, we have caused you lots of pain. We have left the door wide open, we have torn the sky with rain. If I had a wooden ladder and a pail of wet cement, I would work with brick and mortar to fix the hole in the firmament. If I could save you any trouble, there's nothing I won't try. If I could restore our places when the water was the sky. I remember when the water, hush baby, don't you cry. I remember when the water was there. I remember when the water, hush baby, don't you cry. I remember when the water was the sky.
What's the name of that song that you just sang?
That's called When the Water Was the Sky. That's a series of recordings that I'm releasing right now to that internet we were talking about earlier, because I'm just that age. I'm that age where you know there's things that the younger people know how to do with the technology, so I'm aware of it, but I'm also really want to try it. But then you kind of have to when you're in this particular business. So I'm putting them out instead of what we usually do, where you just get them all in a big old album and you put them out all the time and people listen to them forever and cherish them for the rest of their lives. You put them out one at a time these days, because attention spans are non-existent. And people have about 3 minutes and 20 seconds in them before they need something different. And that's okay. That's okay. I'm all right with that. You can tell by the way I'm saying it over and over again.
Trying to convince yourself.
I'm convincing myself. No, I'm just trying to think about what you guys might like to hear next. So I think.
So if I want to hear that song, I can hear it this week.
You can't. Actually,
Oh, I can't.
no, you can't. That one won't be out for a while. And I do make a point, if you're ever interested in coming and watching me play again, I make a point to have at least 25% of what I do live is not available for you to hear anywhere else, as a bit of an encouragement. So you guys not know you maybe don't know it. I know you guys haven't been boning up before this show. It was only announced 3 days ago. But yeah, a lot of these are things that you can only hear right now. And thanks for listening to them. I appreciate it. I'm gonna go do. I'm gonna get this fretless back out. We're gonna do a good old boot stomper to wash all that sadness out of our ears.
No.
It's okay to talk a little bit.
What's the color on the neck? That,
Yeah,
is
it's
different?
brass.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Isn't that fancy?
Is the darker part brass too?
So it goes into brass, and then it goes into the mahogany on the fingerboard. There's some pictures if you enjoy clawhammer banjo. There's some pictures of I think I'm gonna say the wrong one. I can't remember. It's Fred Cockerham or Kyle Creed's banjo, but one of their pictures with them holding a banjo has one that's half. I don't know if it's brass, but it's metal. It's hard to tell in the black and white pictures what kind of metal it is. Maybe it was gold. Maybe banjo pickers got paid a lot more. I'm gonna get a solid gold banjo. This might be one that he actually played. Maybe. Which one am I gonna do?
Does it resonate differently?
I don't think it does. I think it's for the smoothness of the gliding. I think is the idea. I don't know if it's any more smooth than the mahogany, but my guess is when they were doing those necks with a little bit of that in those days, that maybe splinters were a problem, and that maybe they needed a smooth surface that was reliable for that. It's my guess anyway. All right. That's an old-timey tune called Twin Sisters, and then it went right into another one called Forky Deer. Both of those versions are off of the Myers brothers, Sidney and Fulton Myers, a couple old-timey pickers from way back. I really like the way that they play, and there's a collection if you like that kind of music. Do we have old-time players? People like to go to the barn dance and all that kind of stuff? Yeah. There's a collection of old-time music called High Atmosphere, and there's a couple of the Myers brothers tracks on there. Sidney Myers, it's spelled S-I-D-N-A, and I said Sidna forever. Does anybody know a Sidney with that spelling? All right. Well, he's the only one so far. You know, when there's more banjo players in the audience, I get applause for how fast I tune. It is rather remarkable. You know, I made a mistake, Jim. I got tea, and I knew I was doing this when I did it. No, I got some, but I put honey in it, and I used that honey bottle. And you know what I did? I put honey all over my fingers. It's all right. I'm doing good. No, it'll come off in a couple weeks. Nothing's gonna change my world. 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 Thank you. Just a little old-timey tune right there. Well, hey everybody, I think I probably got one or two. I got a tune. I got a tune left. How about that? Is that right? Is that the right amount of tune? Yeah, that's the right amount of tune for everybody. We all did it. How about we use we have a kazoo. We got it. Why don't we do another one with the kazoo? Huh? Sounds all right.
You had a metal one last time.
I was gonna say,
You guys are so.
Didn't you have a metal one
I
last
did
time?
have a metal kazoo last
Did you
time.
lose it?
Well, I have children.
Yep.
I'll tell you what, it's been a while since this happened, but when he's 6 now, but my youngest one was younger. I have a lot of kazoos in my house, so he's not really to blame. But my older child, my daughter, did not have the fascination with the toilet that my younger one has. And you can already see where this is headed. I learned how to, when we realized that the kazoo was indeed stuck inside the apparatus, I had to learn how to unseat and reseal, and I feel better about myself for knowing how to do that. So
All the positives.
yeah, thanks Lucas for teaching me life lessons, useful skills. It's a very specific kind of problem to have. Will I be able to reach it when I need it? Or not? Let's see what happens. No, I need more. That's it. Trouble and worry, more than your hand can hold. You count about 10, you count about 20, and it's more than your fingers and toes. Do you need someone to help you? Well, hey, here I am. Let me look after your money. Let me take your troubles off your hands. You'll feel much better, and I will too, if you let me take your money from you. I know you think you're not a bad person, but why sometimes do you act so mean? Look no further than the root of all evil, and its leaves are the dirty green. Do you need to clean your conscience? Oh, hey, I'll rake that money in. Let me look after your money. Let me take your troubles off your hands. You'll feel feel much better. And I will too if you let me take your money from you. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, 5, 6, 7, 8, here we go. Wasn't that worth it?
Yes.
2, 5, 6. Now I can play. I gotta get some kind of a holder. Right? Friends, let's raise some funds for a kazoo holder for Jonas Friddle tonight. It's something he really needs. Get him home. Oh, here we go. I see it hangs around your neck just like a kazoo holder. I see it weighs on your mind. Oh, I can help you with your burdens. Yes, I can make your troubles mine. Do you worry about heaven? Well, hey, I'll thread that needle's eye. I will look after your money. I will take your troubles off your hands. You'll feel much better, and I will too if you let me take your money from you. Alright, let me take your money from you. I'll treat it right. Let me take your money from you tonight. Thanks everybody for letting me pick some tunes for you. I appreciate it so very, very, very much.
Let's give Jonas a big hand, everybody. Thank you so much. I also wanted to make sure that we take some time to give a big round of applause for our volunteers tonight. We had Ruth helping at the counter and Joel helping at the door. Stay with me right now. My name is Jennifer, but for right now, nobody, and I mean nobody, gets out of the two-way street without an encore. What do you think? Do we want to hear an encore from Jonas? So hopefully you saved one.
Hopefully I saved one.
All right.
All right. Did anybody ever try to get out without an encore?
But we told Matt Matroba one more and he did a medley.
Oh, some people tried to extend it. Fair enough. All right, we're gonna do a tune called "The Last Place to Go." How about that? Sounds like this. Outside the tent, the sounds were all mad. Inside the tent, the clowns were all sad. The seats were half empty when the ringmaster took his last bow. There was candy and popcorn stuck on the shoes. There was just one reporter stuck with the news, and with the voice of my mother, he asked me what I would do now. Oh, how am I supposed to run away now? They've taken the last place to go. Some folks had homes in the city. Mine was the show on the road. Gravel would fly off the back of my bike, pedaling circles most every night through the spotlights of TVs. The trailer park windows were blue. Oh, but dreams are like whiskey in a cheap paper cup. You gotta drink 'em all down before they burn up and they drop through the bottom, landing all over your shoes. And how am I supposed to run away now? They've taken the last place to go. Some folks have homes in the country. Mine was the show on the road. Thanks, Anna. Now the trapeze artist just lies in his net while the fire breather lights cigarettes, makes bets with the stuntman where the trick pony will end up. And the Florida plains have a new sound. It's the crying of trumpets shaking the ground. The elephants are free and me, I'm straight out of luck. Oh, now how am I supposed to run away now? They've taken the last place to go. Some folks have homes in the city. Mine was the show on the road. Well, how am I supposed to run away now? They've taken the last place to go. Oh, some folks have homes in the country. Mine was the show on the road. Thanks so much for letting me play some songs for you guys tonight. I really appreciate it. We'll see you around. Thanks to 2A Street, everybody.